Hey, listen, are you a contributor or are you a consumer? I tell my team all the time, are you a consumer? Is your job to come in here every day and say, hey, what's in it for me? What's this company going to do for me today? No, your job is to be a contributor. Come in here and build up your teammates and make everyone better. That's your job. If I teach it to you and you go, oh yeah, you learn that. Yeah, but you're not living it, dude. You're not living it. Have a great attitude. I know that. You're not living it. Like, what is it going to take for you to actually walk around with a good attitude? Don't tell me you want it. Don't tell me you want to go buy your wife a big, beautiful house if you really don't want it. Because that's a nightmare. Because I'm going to ride your ass until you get it. That's what a good coach does. Number one, I think as a leader, you can't give someone what you don't have. Right? And so a lot of people, they say, guys, you got to work hard. But then you don't really work that hard. And everybody knows it. You did at some point. What I learned is a lot of people, they took a lot of risks in the beginning when they started their companies. And they worked really hard to build what they have. They don't work that hard no more. They don't work like they did when they first opened the business. They're not, when you first open your company, man, you believe in everybody. But then after you get burned for a while, you get scars, you get battle wounds. You start to be short-tempered with people. You don't put up with as much. Dude, listen, man, that's conforming to society. And that's why I tell people, they're in an environment, right? And they'll conform to that environment. And so I want to say this. What I was basically saying to all of you is to create a hero-making machine. Your company, the leader, builds the environment in which people live in. And my environment at our company, you guys should come to our company just for a day, you'll see no one will ever say anything negative in our company. You wouldn't, by the way, it's not like, hey, don't say anything negative because we'll get in trouble. It's like, we don't talk like that. Like, we know we don't talk like the rest of the world. We are the 1%. 1% can be around the other 99%. We're not going to conform. And so, I think that you just have to become the greatest version of yourself, and then other people, they'll want what you have. You can give them what you have, what you can do, they can do. They'll just emulate you. Like, if I'm around any of you, just for even a 24-hour period, if we were just not in an event, but just normal life, you would never want to go back to your life again. You'd be ready to sell your business to come work for me. Do you know why? Because I have peace around me. I don't have any stress. And people say, come on, man. No, I have pressure. I have pressure because I have big things I want to accomplish, but I'm not going to get stressed out. I made those mistakes. Dude, listen to me. You know what stress does? Creates high cortisol, makes you sick, makes you unhealthy, and makes you an asshole. So I don't want any stress, okay? I want pressure. And I want to be around good people. I want to tell you a secret. I don't want to walk into a company with a bunch of prima donna ass, high-level people who eye roll when I say we're going to change something or we're going to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever had a meeting with your team? You're like, hey, we're going to make this change. And they're like, oh. And you can see this look. Dude, you eye roll me, and I'm not being like, I'm better than you, but we're all on the same mission. And change happens every day. It is forever. There will always be change. And we will always all have to pivot and shift as a company. And so when there's change, if you eye roll, dude, I'm going to throw you through a window. I'm out. You're gone. I will tell you, we will not tolerate that. Problems, we solve. And if there's something here, then we need to figure out how to solve it. But we don't eye roll. And by the way, someone's always watching you. And so when you eye roll, you affect another person in the room. Okay? So hold your shit together. You want to have a conversation with me behind closed doors? That's fine. But does that make sense? Yeah. And so people say, well, how do you get someone to break the belief? Well, can I ask you a question? The biggest chokehold on every company, the chokehold, the reason why things don't grow is the leader. Usually the person in charge, the fastest way for me to grow any company is, let's say he's in charge, right? And the reason why it's not growing is because of him. It's not his people. He believes that what he's doing is maxed out. And everyone knows it. That's why everyone's performing at that level. But if we were to fire him or put him in another position, and I don't want to fire anybody. That's why I say, just wake your ass up, look at things differently and be like, oh my God. Super important, guys. If you're watching this video right now and you're like, Andy, I'm not built like that. Bullshit. Yes, you are. Got to train. That's the way it works. Train or complain. It's your choice. Okay, every day I train the greatest in the world. You know what I mean? Are you ready to kick some ass and build your legacy and make history? If you are, in the description box below on this YouTube video, there's going to be a link. You click on it, enter your phone number, email, full name, and I will personally reach out to you in the next 24 hours. If you're serious about kicking some ass, going to the new level, recreating, next version of yourself, I'm your guy. Let's kill it. What would I do right now? If you got paid to consult you, what changes would you tell yourself to do if you weren't you, but you were paid to consult yourself? What would my mentor do if they replaced me? You guys all got a mentor in life. If your mentor replaced you right now, what would they do in your situation? You start thinking about that, you're like, well, they would probably do this. What decisions would all of you make in your companies right now? This is a big one to think about. If you knew it wouldn't hurt anyone's feelings. You know, the brother-in-law, you know, the sister's best friend that you hired to be in accounting, and she needs to be gone. She needs to be gone. But you know that would cause a war. What decisions would you make if you knew it wouldn't hurt anyone's feelings? Look, you know the low producer, the one that's not doing anything, and then every time you try to spend time with them, they head nod you, they say yes, and they go back to doing the same thing. It's just like you're talking to them till you're blue in the face. They need to go somewhere else. It's just, look, hey, I don't like churn. I don't like having someone else go somewhere else. But dude, if you don't care, you're not loyal to me. Loyal to me isn't saying, hey, I'm gonna work for you till I die. Loyal is being loyal to the standards of the company. That's being loyal. And the minute that you're not, and by the way, I'm not saying you can't have a bad day. I'm not saying there can't be shit going on. I'm going to be with you during that stuff. I'm saying if you stop wanting to be that, I don't know what else there is for us to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, this is my life. This is your life. And by the way, your job, I train my team to become so great. If I come in, I'm having an off day, they can pull me out. Hey, listen, are you a contributor or are you a consumer? I tell my team all the time, are you a consumer? Is your job to come in here every day and say, hey, what's in it for me? What's this company going to do for me today? No, your job is to be a contributor. Come in here and build up your teammates and make everyone better. That's your job. And I don't hire consumers. I hire contributors. And by the way, people say, yeah, but this is a lot. Losing is a lot. Losing is exhausting. Being broke sucks. Okay? This is how winning is done. It's all exhausting. So just choose your heart. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you guys all know this. But the difference is, and always remember this, and then we'll go out to questions because I've got to shut up. Because there's a cycle of the way that I operate in my head, and life is a 24/7, 365 mastermind. Everything's a mastermind. Everything that's going on, everything that's done, everything that happens. And so I always say this, it's one thing to learn it, it's another thing to live it. If I teach it to you and you go, oh yeah, you learned that. Yeah, but you're not living it, dude. You're not living it. Have a great attitude. I know that. You're not living it. Like, what is it gonna take for you to actually walk around with a good attitude? Like, and by the way, I won't beg you. Like I tell people, I said, I'm not your babysitter, right? I'm not your babysitter. I'm not gonna babysit you. I'm not gonna tell you to work hard. If I have to come in here and tell you to work hard, I'm not gonna beg you to care. I'm not gonna beg you to build your family a big life. I'm not gonna beg you. Like you said you wanted that. And by the way, I tell also people something. I'm a tough person, but I tell people, I'm like, don't tell me you want something. Don't tell me you want it. Don't tell me you want to go buy your wife a big, beautiful house if you really don't want it. Because that's a nightmare. Because I'm going to ride your ass until you get it. That's what a good coach does. When you tell the coach you want to start, you want to be the quarterback, you want to play, and you want to win the Super Bowl, like, okay, you got to be careful because that guy's going to train you now like a Super Bowl player. And so that's what I do. If you tell me when we're going after a big life, I'm like, dude, be really careful because I'm going to be like, well, you said, and you said, and you said, and then I'm going to wear you out. And eventually, you're either going to break and rise, or you're going to be like, all right, I'm out. And so, like, that's a problem I have. I don't know if that's good or bad, but, like, just don't tell me you want it if you don't. And that's why I think in the beginning of the interview, you guys going back now, again, hey, I'm sorry, I'm going to change. Will you guys change with me? But from this day forward, all new hires, whoever hires them, me and Jackie only hire people in our company. We are very clear. Matter of fact, we try to talk you out of working for us. Like, you don't want to work here. I'm going to be honest with you. Standards are high for a long time, forever. You don't want to be here. I'm just being honest. You think you want to be here because it's fun right now, but these guys work really hard. Okay, it ain't easy to have a good attitude every day. Okay? Like, you're going to have to kill off all bad habits. You probably have to relearn a lot of shit. Right? You have to unlearn a lot of stuff. Anyways, I just wanted to tell you that I like to scare people off in the beginning because a lot of you are good salespeople and you're like, this is the best place to work. You're gonna have the greatest time. And then they think they're gonna come in and not have to fucking work. No, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna work you harder than anyone's ever worked you in your life, but you're gonna become great. Okay? Hey, I'm not gonna be your boss. And I tell them, I'm not gonna be your boss. I'm gonna be your coach. That's all I'm going to be. Is this a job? Yes, but I will be your coach and be your leader. I will be your mentor. I will not be your boss. I will not be your babysit. I will not babysit you every day to do your job. I refuse to do it. I'm not going to pay an extra person to come in here as a manager to tell you to work. I'm not going to do it. Go work somewhere else right now. You're going to hate me if that's a life you're wanting. You see? So your goal is to scare them off. Okay? But people like us, we're like, oh yeah, I like that. And that's what you're looking for, is a guy to say, I like that, because those people exist and I hire those people. And they're everywhere out there. They're looking for leaders like you guys. Hey guys, looks like you made it to the end of the video. You're the true 0.0001 percenters. Look, I know 1 percenters that can make it halfway through the video, but making it all the way through, you guys are the best. Now, here's what I'd like to do. Number one, I want to get closer to you. The fact that you made it all the way through the video, you're like, man, dude, I want to roll with this guy. Okay, so I need to connect with you. Down below, there's a description box on this YouTube video. There's a link. It says Coach with Me one-on-one. Okay? If you'll go and you'll enter your information, I'll reach out to you in the next 24 hours. You can tell me what you need help with, what your goals are, and we will crush it together. I would love to help you guys go to the next level in life. You can tell I'm changing my life really fast, and I know that you guys want the same thing. I'd love to go with you on that journey. So right now, if you'd like to partner with me, team with me, if you want me to help coach you and push you, everybody needs a coach, a higher level of accountability to go to the next level. Go to the description box below. Click on the link, fill out your information. I'll talk to you in the next 24 hours. Let's kill it.